I'm gonna wake up Pete. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm awake. Come on. I'm awake.
What is up, people? I am back from my latest travels, and I was in the buff. Love that double entendre for a weekend, which was excellent. It was good for the delicious food, although I'm not so sure that's so good for my digestive system. But hey, whatever. You got to make the pilgrimage back to the hometown at least once a year, or at least I like to. And got a little bit of golf in, a little bit of swimming in. Actually got like a sunburn on my back pretty good. And I always tell people at work when I come back and they're like, whoa, you got sun, where'd you go? And they're thinking like I went to the Caribbean. Like, nah man, I went to Buffalo. Yeah. Thing I'm always impressed by though is when I return from these trips away, how quickly I get out of shape. These exercises were feeling really heavy and really difficult, especially my bench pressing, because I think almost all of my volume work on the bench this week, there was at least one point where it felt like I was at a 10 out of 10 effort level, and I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to get the weight all the way up. So hopefully that tempers in the future and I get back to my normal level of strength and proficiency. On that note though, I did not actually miss any reps. What I ended up doing was, I would say, how hard was that final rep of that set? And if it was ridiculous, I would go ahead and take longer than 2 minutes in between sets getting ready for the next one. So normally I wanted to do 2 minutes between sets because that's my usual rest period. However, in this case, so for example, we'll say I had a really tough set, then I'll say, okay, I need to take at least another 30 seconds. And then if it continues feeling really difficult on the last rep, keep increasing from there. So I think at one point I was up to about 3 minutes in between the second to last and final sets. But of note, coming up on Tuesday's workout, we actually got a bench volume workout of 6 sets of 5 with 217.5, which is only 5 pounds below my record for 3 sets of 5, which currently sits at 222.5, and that was something that I've been wanting to push up this year, is that 3 sets of 5 volume work. And so right now, sitting at only 5 pounds under while doing double the volume is an indicator of excellent progress, I hope. And this week in running news, I've actually been pretty lazy. Actually skipped Wednesday's run altogether, simply wanted to get into work to get hours in. And on Sunday's run, it just felt like garbage, so I ended up calling that after about 1 mile. But that's okay, we'll get back into that business soon. However, I did get a good treadmill run on Friday. I did not get a new best time. I actually matched exactly my previous best time, and that is because I had switched over the display from miles per hour to kilometers. And I did that somewhat impromptu, so I didn't have a game plan in place for how I was going to increase the speed over the course of the run. And oh, by the way, it's hump day! Oh, yeah! But anyway, I actually did that because when you have it set on miles per hour, you kind of have to guess when you actually cross the 10K finish line, basically, because it's like 6.213 miles is 10K, and you kind of have to guess because it only shows you the 2 decimal places instead of the 3, so you kind of got to guess when you hit that. However, when it's showing kilometers, it'll show you 10,000. It's like, yeah, mother, yeah. So I will be good to go next time. And I just found out that the 5K that I like to run each year is on September 30th this year. So I think I have a few extra weeks than normal, because normally it's like middle of the month to get ready, which is good because I got to make up for that laziness from this week. Yeah. And I just now realized that the audio in this video has been kind of jacked up this whole time. Apologies for that, but I am way too lazy to go back and redo it all, so I'm going to have to look into what the deal is with my mic, and hopefully it is not about to go on the fritz. So anyway, that is pretty much going to wrap things up this week. Thursday, just the usual kind of light workout, and worked up to 187.5 for 2 on the incline. This actually went pretty well. This moved quite quickly, so that's a good sign, I think. And yeah, so like I said, that is it for this one. And the week 30 volume data screen, yeah, about 194,000 for the week, and we had most of our gain on the bench, and that is what we want. And 2018 goals update screen, yeah, not sure about what the back hip is doing, so we're gonna call that not so sure about, no injuries. But anyway, 12K chin-ups, we're currently at 7,250, and for 8 million pounds, we're currently at 4.8 million. Yeah. And last but not least, diet data screen. Yeah, up like a pound from the last video. So yeah, getting fat. Yeah. Anyway, people, you take care. I'll catch you next time. Bye.